One false move and we straight to the source. Song that's on right now is Blueberry Fago by Little Mosey. Playing in the background, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Afternoon. For the ones of y'all that is Grand Afternoon, Grand Evening, depending on where you are in your sector of the area. Welcome to What's the Chattel Rasha? What's the Chattel Rasha? We are going to, I'm going to wait till some people get in the chat. Just so right now we have 17 people in the chat. Hopefully everybody's doing good. All right, on this Thursday morning, we got 29. Okay. So I do want to say thank you to everybody that did send me title reading recommendations on what to do the reading on as far as when it comes to the energy, pulling the energy for the collective. I do have the ones that I wrote down. I'll have a stack that I'll keep on the side. So these are the ones that I did write down that I felt that would be good when it comes to a collective reading. And then the ones that I didn't do are like the past life stuff, because I don't want to bring confusion to people when you do a past life reading, because everybody's past life is not the same. Everybody's species is not the same. Those are more things that should be done on an individual basis when it comes to pulling energy, because you don't want to confuse. Now, when it comes to like overall energy, like seeing where the masculines are when they come to their feelings, when it comes to their emotions and things like that, that is a good reading to do. But when it comes to past lives and when it comes to, you know, species, what is my bloodline and all that stuff, that is best for you to do that yourself, because I can guarantee you the majority of when you do those readings like that, it's going to be the reader's information that they're pulling than it is that overall a collector, right? A collective reading, okay, when it comes to more than one person, when it comes to that type of energy. So again, thank you to everybody that did give me a title. I wrote them down. I'm going to keep this in a separate pile, and this is how I'm going to know exactly which readings to do for this channel or for Goddess Queen, just me, if I do want to do a certain topic. If there's any more that I see, that's I'll add it to the pile, and I'll keep these pile outside of that's the reason why they're all blue. If you notice, all of them are blue on the writing. I'll keep this pile outside of the pile that's in the treasure box, or the treasure box of names. Okay. So hey everybody, we got 64 in the chat, we got 37 likes. So let's see exactly which is going to be the title, and then I will update it in the chat. Okay, for everybody. Again, thank y'all for being here. Welcome. Grand Afternoon, Grand Rising. The song that's on right now is Bad at Love by Hey Halsey. I know that you're afraid. So let's see what's gonna. Ooh, let me get this away from the fire, and hopefully something will fall out when it comes to a good reading. Okay. We do have two moderators for this channel. If they do get in the chat, they will see that they are moderators for this channel. I did also set 2 new ones for Goddess Queen, Just Me 23 as well. So, hey, everybody. So we're just going to get one. Hopefully will fall out, and we'll see what the title is going to be. Hopefully we can get one to fall out and not multiple. Ric Flair Drip by Metro Boomin and Offset. Ric Flair. Y'all wrestlers, fans are, you know, you don't have to be a wrestler fan to probably know who Ric Flair is. You know what I'm saying? So that pile fell. So since this is the pile that fell, I feel like this is going to be like the choices. So I'm going to go like this. And if one falls out, then that's what we know. There we go. There goes the one. And it is, whoa, good one. What's the most important message from the ancestors? See now, look. Everybody ancestors are working on, and I think who sent this was who said this? Divine. I think her name is she was a moderator before on my, let's see, what was her name? Royalty Nation. Royalty Nation was the one that put this in the in here. So this is what's going to be the title for this. So Royalty Nation, we got your thing off of here off the bat, and it's what's the most important message from the ancestors. So let me put that in the title. And that's going to be the reading for this treasure box reading for right now. Let me put these other ones over here to the side. Bear with me while I put this title up. Okay, the ancestors. Question mark, question mark. I'm going to use an emoji. Okay. And then this is a treasure box reading. Okay, so I know that we don't have like that many names. I don't know. I'm not sure how many names are left in the basket now because we're at the bottom of the basket. So let's say if this is a question and any of the names, if there's any names that do come out, and if it's any of your ancestors that passed away, this is going to be significant when it comes to that ancestor that's involved with your message for you. Okay, so look at it that way, okay, as well, especially if the person passed over. So the song that's on right now is East Side by Benny Blanco, okay? And this is supposed to be the Stormy Day hip hop radio, and they playing all this stuff outside of hip hop. So this is going to be the question. So it says, what's the question? I'm going to put this up here so I can see and not have to click back in and out of the chat. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Again, thank y'all for being here at What's the Chat at Rasha. Thank you for the recommendations when it comes to new titles of readings, recommendations of that. If you have any of those more, just give them to me and I'll put them in a card. And then that's how we'll know which reading to do is whatever card falls out. We got 111 in the chat. So what's the most important message from the ancestors? Let's see what deck I want to use for this. Let's start off with the chakra deck, okay? You used to meet me on the east side, and then I will go from there. So we got 123 in the chat. We got 73 likes. Again, thank you for being here. So what is the most important message from the ancestors? What is the most important message from your ancestors? What is the most important message from your ancestors? What is the most important message from your ancestors? Insight. They getting ready to give you some insight on some motherfucking scoop. Oh, what the fuck's been going on? They getting ready to open up your third eye. They saying what I show you, you better not deny it. Because I'm getting ready to open up this shit and let you see some shit. Okay? So we got insight. You got 42 here. You got 6. They finna take you back to the past. 2022. That's six. My readings have been starting off at sixes. If I have not noticed that, if y'all have not noticed that, I noticed that, and I'm starting to see it. So they making me see something, right? So again, you got understanding, awakening, awareness, and self-evaluation. So it looks like they're getting ready to give you some insight on understanding certain things that possibly, let's say, if you haven't gain the clarity on it, they're getting ready to open you up, hit you on your third eye, tap that third eye right there and give you that visual of it. They're also possibly getting ready to give you insight on an awakening. An awakening, again, Kundalini awakening did come out. Some of us possibly do not really understand what a Kundalini. Yeah, they made it seem like it's loony and it's not really loony, but Kundalini activation, right? Awakening. A lot of us don't understand really what that is because a lot of people have watered down and made it something that it really isn't. Also to scare people off when it comes to them activating it, because it is a certain activation that allows you to, I heard, okay, have you all your forceful powers. So let's say if you were trying to if people, when people have Kundalini activations the right way, it gives them their forceful powers. So let's say if you had a superhero power where, let's say if it was fire and you were able to, like, it's whatever your, let's say if you battling somebody and then you have this fire or coming out of your hands, or if you was able to karate, like some type of Bruce Lee shit, and you able to defend yourself, anything that's like a defense mechanism when it comes to battling. A lot of y'all are getting ready to find your defense mechanism when it comes to battling. That's getting ready to activate. So let's say if your Kundalini activations has to do with your spine and your stomach, right? Is the most effects when it comes to you having this activation, a real true Kundalini activation. Again, that's one reason why they check your ass in school to see if your ass ain't getting ready to activate in school. And they be like, you got sclerosis and da 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 da. It's all a motherfucking game, right? Because at school time, you getting ready, you doing sports, you in the Coliseum energy in school for real, right? So again, Coliseum energy is where you would also, that's where a lot of gods and pharaohs and goddesses and your ancestors fought in the Coliseum when it comes to battling, right? So there's a new, okay, so I don't know what the cartoon name is, but I know it's on, I don't know if it's on Netflix, but I don't know. But I know it's a cartoon where they have these gods and they're battling, like the old gods are battling, the new gods are battling these new leaders that have been on Earth. What is that fucking cartoon? And they have like Zeus, they got all the gods in there. They have and then they have normal people like in the Bible. They had like Adam fighting Zeus. What is that shit called? If anybody knows what that is called, that it's like they're getting ready to give you ancient insight on Kundalini activations that's going to activate your defense mechanism if there are certain people that's getting ready to come towards you. You are going through a self-evaluation as well, right? You going through this self-evaluation is also allowing you to learn yourself. And then also, not only are you learning yourself, you're learning, again, ancient techniques from your ancestors. So I feel like you're getting ready to gain a lot of insight about who you are, where you come from, and so on. Is it Raghunath? Is that what it's called? Raghunath, I thought that was a movie. This is a more cartoon. I think it's Raghunath, is it? No, Raghunath is a movie. This is in a cartoon form. It's a cartoon form. Cartoon on Netflix where Zeus battles Adam. The Record of Raghunath. So it is called, okay, so Raghunath is the movie, and then they have the cartoon that's called The Record of Raghunath. and it's on Netflix. That's what it's called. Record of Ragnarok. Ragnarok by itself is about the giants and the reptilians. It ain't even the giants, it's the reptilians. They try to say that they were motherfucking giants, but they were not giants, they were reptilians. Remember, the giants and reptilians was also in the same in part at the same time, but they were not giants, they were reptilians, okay? In Ragnarok, the movie, it's about Thor, right? And it has to do with these giants, but they are really reptilians, ancient reptilians from the beginning, okay? So, but they say they disguise themselves as fucking giants. That's what they call themselves in the movie, okay? So make sure y'all catch both of those. If y'all do catch, y'all want to watch something, watch that. Especially the cartoon. The cartoon's gonna have you like really looking like, what the fuck? Okay, you know, is this what, who is these the main characters that's going through the spiritual awakening right now when it comes to that? So it's very yeah, Thor waking up, Thor waking it up in that Ragnarok. I wonder if they're gonna start a new series. They have, did they say they were gonna start a new series for that one? I don't know if they started the new series, but I did finish it for the first series all the way until they stopped filming. Okay, and then that other one is an anime. So just so y'all know, if you are into anime, it's an anime cartoon. The Record of Ragnarok is an anime. Okay, so 182 in the chat. We got 111 likes. Thank you for the $20 donation. Shay Stanley, thank you so much for the $20. Okay, so they're getting ready to give you this self-evaluation. You're going to have to evaluate yourself and everything like that. Or they could have been self-evaluating you to see if it was time for you to actually go to this next step, the next phase of your spiritual awakening, which looks like it's getting ready to activate your defense mechanism. Okay? Some past life, ancient skills that's coming from your ancestors. Leroy, who's the master? Yeah, gonna be up in that shit. Okay, you got 187 in the chat. We got 114 likes. So what's the most important message from the ancestors at this point? What's the most important message from your ancestors at this point? So it says forgiveness. Okay. I see this is two different way. Okay, there's two different messages here. Shit, you gonna get ready to, whoever you getting ready to battle. Shit, it's gonna be like a finish him type of situation, flawless victory, where this person's gonna be down on their knees asking for forgiveness if you do have to go into some type of defense mode. That's the first message. The second message is letting go. After they show you whatever happened to you in your past life or your ancestors' history, it's also going to kick you into some type of wound, like healing old wounds after they show you everything, right? So you're gonna automatically let go and heal for whatever it is that they're getting ready to show you, because it could be some fucked up shit, but it's gonna allow you to grow, right? It's gonna grow because now you have you have a full awakening of what happened, who you are, what's getting ready to happen, and why is this transpiring the way that it is, because of what happened back then that was not shown to you because it was blocked. And whatever awakening that they're getting ready to give you, if it is a true Kundalini activation, it's you got 23 here, right? So 23 is a big bloodline number when it comes to humans, right? Song that's on right now is Wake Up in the Sky by Gucci Man. Your ancestors are asking you to forgive them for keeping you blocked. They're wanting you to have okay, so let's say, okay, maybe, okay, let me take that message back, because that could be a message for me. But let me say this, for the ones of y'all that are gods, right? and you are older, even older than these, like for example, Isis, Osiris, Ra, all those people are older, even older than their gods that are leading them in the spiritual realm when it comes to soul wise. So these ancestors that know that you are older than them soul wise are also asking for forgiveness because they feel like they had a part of keeping you blinded, or they didn't know who you were. So let's say if these are certain ones that passed over and they're realizing that you are this God, but they were not realizing this in their 3D life when they before they were alive, they could be asking you for forgiveness and having compassion. Like for some of their family members, somebody wants you to have a compassion for one of their family members because they could have, okay, so I'm hearing somebody that passed away wants you to have compassion for their family member because the reason why their family member that is still living is acting this way is because of what they told that family member before they passed away. And they're getting ready to give you insight on the conversation that they had with this other family member that triggered this living family member to either let you go or go in this defense mode against you. So there's somebody that's getting ready to see a conversation that one of your ancestors that passed away had with somebody that's living, where you and this person is not on good terms. So somebody's getting ready to do that, and they want you to let it go after you see what happened, right? They said that that's their slap on the wrist, that that person is reacting that way or acting this way. I don't know what that means, okay? And it has to do with somebody's childhood. So it could have been a conversation that they had with this person when they were a child or when you were a child. Or if y'all both the same age, it was the same age when y'all were both a child, okay? We got 227 in the chat. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment at 231 in the chat, 130 likes. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment as well as share. It says, what's the most important message from your ancestor? Money. Didn't I say Kundalini activation, the base chakra? Okay, so this is what's getting ready to happen. Yeah, they want you to have forgiveness for whatever it is. Somebody stole some money. They're finna show you. So whoever this is that stole money, so your most important message is that you got ancestors that stole some money from you that are you getting ready to possibly have to take the fuck out. Somebody getting ready to take out. I see what this base chakra means. Somebody getting ready to hit the ground for real. Flawless victory. So we have money here. So it says finances. It says power, generosity, and abundance. You got a 14 here, which is a 5. 5 represents tower moments. And then you got a 1, which represents a new beginning. So regardless if this is a physical fight that you're getting ready to get into and like get into. Okay, so if somebody's getting ready to get in a fight with a physical ancestor behind some money, you finna knock the shit out of this person. This person, they finna give you some type of ancient something that's gonna give you the opportunity to just lay this motherfucker out. Okay, and this person's gonna hit the ground. Or some of y'all ain't gonna even have to fight. Somebody getting ready to have a heart attack. Somebody getting ready to, your ancestors is getting ready to show you that somebody's getting ready to have a heart attack, and whoever this is that's getting ready to, this next family member that has a heart attack in your bloodline is involved in taking your money. Remember that, okay? So some of y'all could be physically fighting somebody, and then somebody's gonna go out that stole your money by heart attack. Okay, so that's two different situations. Okay. Again, y'all are gonna get, some of y'all are getting ready to get shown by another ancestor of a conversation that they had with another ancestor that could be holding grudges against you because of what an ancestor told them. And they want you, once they show you that, they want you to let go of whatever beef or squash whatever beef that you and this person has. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing is they are getting ready to show you these ancient Kundalini defense mechanisms, which have to do with karate. Because the only thing I can think about when they say finish him, shit, you karate moves. We all know what fucking Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat moves, all that shit. You gonna really, it's gonna be one punch, an uppercut. You Tyson this hole. You gonna knock somebody out one time or kick somebody one time, and that's it, right? Where this person does not have any way to defend themselves after whatever you do to this person. Okay. There could have also been money betted on you and this person. If somebody does try to fight you, there's money that's betted on who falls first. Somebody has a fight getting ready to come up. And remember at the beginning when I said that when you go in this fight, whenever you have this fight with this person's already going to be on the ground. They're going to be asking forgiveness. And you going to be in your motherfucking finish him, or you already finished that motherfucker and they already on the ground. Because I said at the beginning before either these two cards came that somebody was going to be on the ground asking for forgiveness. So, hey, whichever way that this comes is either it's a flawless victory the way that I see it that's going on over here. What did I do with that deck? Okay, so it says, what's the most important message from the ancestors? I'm sitting here looking at the card over here so I can make sure I got the question right. What's the most important message from the ancestors? What's the most important message from the ancestors? What's the most important? It's a family member. Somebody getting ready to fight a family member, and there's a family member that's getting ready to have a heart attack. If it's not you, it could be your masculine. Divine one is, so it could be happening on both sides. Your masculine could be the one that's getting in the fight, or you could be the one that's getting in the fight. Who one of y'all getting in the fight, and one of y'all finna have a family member that's getting ready to pass away by a heart attack. What's the most important message from the ancestors? What's the most important message from your ancestors? What's the most important message from your ancestors? Oh shit, we already have something. Yeah, they getting ready to take action. Sexuality. Some of y'all are getting ready to see why your masculine. Some of y'all are getting ready to see why your masculine is about why your masculine like men. They getting ready to show you that. And it is stimulated from their family. And they're getting ready to show you that. And then some of y'all got masculines and feminines that possibly they finna show you some shit that you, like I said, you're gonna have to forgive and heal after they show you. I don't know. I don't like talking about this shit, right? Because it pisses me off. I'll be ready to fuck some people up. Like if I can just at one fucking click at my fucking fingers just to set some motherfuckers on fire and just so they can just vanish, bitch, I would do it. Especially when it comes to these kids that been touched by their family members or anybody that was in their community. And then especially if they mama and daddy got paid to do that shit for them to whoever's hands they was in. It could even been a motherfucking church member. They could have been at church and somebody was receiving money to allow this masculine or this feminine child to get touched. Okay, and they're getting ready to show you that. Why your masculine sexuality is the way that it is, and it's gonna hurt. And again, once you see this, for the ones of you that are divine feminines, and this happened to your masculine, and this is what's leading to his sexuality, you are going to get pushed to heal that shit with that part where you are upset that your masculine is sleeping with other men because they're getting ready to give you insight on why they are that way. And at that time, if you cannot love your masculine for who you are, you're not their divine feminine. After they show you all y'all past lives and show you what happened to him to lead him to that where he is, and if you are not about forgiveness when it comes to that, you are not that masculine's true divine feminine. This mission is not for you. And I'm going to leave that here. So some of y'all are going to find out it could have even been one of your own family members, and your masculine been keeping this quiet. So if it was one of your family members, you can understand the hate that your masculine has for you because of what happened to him from your family, your bloodline that you were incarnated in. So there is scarring from that just alone because they gave you a masculine that somebody in your family touched before you possibly even got to this masculine and already damaged him. Or this feminine before you even got to them. So just imagine the psychotic episodes that your masculine has with you and your family members. They're going to make you understand a lot more than, it's way deeper than what you can ever imagine. The animosity. Cold world. Come through, J. Cole. It's not like the first time and they finna show you your masculine's first time. And it's not something pleasant. Okay, so make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Again, if you're new to this channel, welcome. We just barely had this channel. This is 31 days of this channel being up. 31, 32, one of them like that. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Again, thank you for all the support. So we got 309 in the chat. We got 178 likes. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Okay, I'm liking y'all comments because I noticed there's a lot of them that was not approved. So let me go in here and get caught up. Thank you for the $9.99, April Jackson. Thank you so much. O'Shea Divine is one of the moderators for the month of January for this channel. I see that she's in the chat. Okay, so make sure you just approve all the comments that are getting held. Okay, so 315 in the chat. So we got Mincy. Is that how you say that? Mincy. It says wants to build the 10 of Pentacles with you. So your masculine wants to build the 10 of Pentacles with you. Now they trust you. They trust. In the past, they probably didn't trust you, especially depending on what stimulated with your masculine's childhood. Especially if he lost all trust from women and men when they were child. It's gonna be hard to trust their divine feminine once they get to them, depending on what happened. So that on this masculine wants to express their loyalty, or this feminine wants to express their loyalty to you. Okay. It says, I like getting head from other men that doesn't go past that divine feminine. You see what I'm saying? So your masculine probably was one of them ones that got molested and somebody was giving him head when he was little or whatever like that. It says, I like getting head from other men that doesn't go past that divine feminine. So that's all he does. I already knew from that reading when I saw that sexuality, and they said they're going to take you back. So your masculine could have been a kid where an adult or somebody older than him was performing head on him. It says an angel on heavy drugs. So somebody could be an angel, a fallen angel that is on heavy drugs. Only name out here so far is Minchi. So your ancestors could be telling you that you got it. There's an angel that's in your family member that is on heavy drugs. And it could be on heavy drugs because of this shit. It says, don't know who gave him / she the STD. Don't know who gave him / her the STD. So somebody got an STD. I don't know if it's curable or uncurable. If this is a curable STD, they probably got it and cured it, but they still don't know who it is. If your masculine got an STD now, depending on what he was doing, if he was on heavy drugs when he was messing with somebody or whatever, they could have got an STD and don't know who they got it from. It says you chose peace over everything. So you choose peace over everything. You just want to be in peace. You ain't about the bullshit. It says upset he / she missed out on a big opportunity with you. So somebody is upset that they missed out on a big opportunity with you. It says you make it seem like it's magic, divine feminine. So you make it seem like it's magic. It says I'm your friend, but I'm your friend, but I want to be your man, divine feminine. So somebody, I'm your friend, but I want to be your man, divine feminine. So your masculine is saying that he's your friend, or it could be one of your friends that want to be your man that could be coming in. They could already been somebody that could have been loyal to you and you loyal to them, and they like, let's go ahead and build with my friend. So you could have a friend that's not your masculine, that's wanting to be your man. Somebody last name Pena. It says, I know I treated you wrong and I can't take it back. So your masculine knows that he treated you wrong and he can't take you back. Let me approve these comments. We got 344 in the chat. It says gave you a masculine that is a very bad person. See what I'm saying? So they gave you a masculine that is a very bad person because of what happened to him in his childhood. So this masculine just grew up scarring everybody just like how he was scarred. He didn't give a fuck. And you know what? Depending on what was done to me, I probably would lash the fuck out too. And I'm just being fucking for real. When you sit there and you think about the shit, depending on what was done to me, there's going to be some type of lashing out, right? So some people take it to extreme. Some people don't lash out a lot. They just continue to take abuse and they'll get on heavy drugs and that will take their ass out. Or they just don't function right. They go to sleeping with everybody, becoming prostitutes, sleeping for money, doing whatever, right? But there's always some type of lashing out that these wounded people, my heart been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama says it's my fault. I wear my heart on the sleeve. So your ancestors are wanting you to know that they know, and they hope that could be a part of your ancestors asking you to forgive them because they know that they gave you a bad masculine because of what has happened to him. And so they could be asking you for forgiveness for that, right? It says, chose materialistic things over you, got me nowhere. So this masculine saying or this woman is saying them choosing materialistic things over you got them nowhere. Somebody named Marissa. It says a sneak attack. So there could be getting ready to be a sneak attack. It could be from Marissa, Mincy, or Pena. Could be any of those people. Could be angels that's on heavy drugs. Could also have an STD and don't know, or their masculine could have an STD and don't know where they got it from. If there's a masculine, any of your masculines could like to get head from other men. Don't overlook that, divine feminine. You can't overlook it. Excuse me, you can't overlook it. I was drinking some orange juice and I have to bell. You can't overlook it because they're getting ready to show you a whole spiritual awakening of what happened to your masculine. It says a child hates he/she was covering up for their parents. So there's a child that hates that he/she was covering up for their parent because their parents could have been involved in sexual molestation, bullshit, whatever these parents was involved that led your masculine to liking other men or allowing other men to touch them in certain ways. It could have to stimulate from your parents, their parents, or somebody else's parents. It could be somebody else's parents, your own family members. It does not have to be your mom and daddy. It could be one of your fucking cousins, mama and daddy, your auntie and uncle. It's family bullshit here. Just know that. And that's on me, baby. 359 in the chat. We got 126. And I ain't taking no losses. And I feel like this is how this masculine felt. I'm not taking any more losses. I'm going to hurt everybody else after they've been scarred and broken. It says, I like to be penetrated from the back. Divine feminine. So there's two different type of masculines here. Or it's the same masculine. These could be two different masculines because it's different colors, but I'm just telling you, this is the stuff that's happening. I like to be penetrated from the back, divine feminine. I like getting head from other men. Doesn't go past that, divine feminine. So this is only a head sucker. They only let them hit. So this person doesn't go past that. But this one right here, he probably like a little bit of both. And he could be the one that's involved with a sneak attack. Because you know his business. Especially the ones that fucking like to get penetrated from the back. You're gay. That's a totally different type of you're gay. Now, there's nothing wrong with your sexuality, but you will be minting that you were gay after this spiritual awakening, and your divine feminine has to go with that. That's something that this masculine is going to get pushed to say, to admitting that they are gay if you are getting it penetrated from your back. I'm just being for real. It says someone went to jail and didn't say anything. So somebody went to jail and they didn't say anything. It says using sex to get your money. So somebody trying to use sex to get your money or your masculine's money. You ain't about that bullshit. Nobody can't have shit. It says start painting. So somebody needs to start painting. I started again. I'm going to go back. I just talked to my kids the other day about let's going back. So I'm glad that card came out again. Babylon. This is Babylon motherfucking energy. I'm glad this motherfucking card came out with all this gay shit. Because that means they getting changed all that shit. That is just Babylon energy, and this masculine is not supposed to be doing this shit. What's the important messages? What is the most important message from your ancestors? The masculines that have sex with men is all Babylon energy, and it's getting ready to get reversed. That's the most important message out of this whole fucking reading right now. Because if this shit came out with this shit. Never was supposed to be that way. And what keeps it up is Easter. Been thinking a lot about y'all past together. So this masculine's been thinking a lot about y'all past together. So they going down memory lane and all this shit. It says, I might just need to pick up that cup back. Okay. Okay, so this is coming off of Waukesha, off of Moneybags Joe, when he's in the background and he's saying, he was like, "What? Don't worry about what's in my cup or what's in your cup." He was like, "Well, shoot, he was like, me drinking out of that cup made me nothing but more successful and made me from whatever slander that I was getting." He was like, "I might just need to pick that cup back up." And he goes, I'm looking at Keisha. Have y'all ever paid attention when he said that? Have y'all ever heard that part? Some people probably ain't never heard it. Let me see if I can find it so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. It's Little Wayne saying it.
So whatever the hell was in my cup, the only reaction I did was got more popular, more successful, did a lot more things that I've ever done. I probably should pick that cup back up.
I probably should pick that cup back up. So, for y'all masculines that left y'all for somebody else, they like, well, shit, that was a full cup over there that was making me do all this. Yeah, my divine feminine out there putting my business out and doing all this shit, and I was not standing up and being the man. So, you know what? It's nobody's fault but mine. Let me go back and pick up that motherfucking cup. No switching sides. You see that cup right there? He like, I got a cup of love right there. All she did was put me in my motherfucking place. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. It says a hidden crime. So somebody's involved with a hidden crime, which could be, like I said, if there was a child hates that he/she covered up for their parents, there could have been a hidden crime that this child or this adult now could be hiding, and it could be a hidden crime. It says someone has a secret grinder account. You see what I'm saying? Babylon energy. Oh, Grinder's getting ready to go off too. Bro, they finna switch these masculines up completely. Okay, so let's talk about this, divine feminines, for real. Let's really sit here and talk about this. Even for the ones of y'all that are same-sex males and y'all are in these relationships with these males right now. Because I want to know how people gonna, like, maybe it should, they ain't gonna be able to get ready to, like, okay, so the only way I can see that this shit is gonna be successful if they're getting ready to do this. If they're finding out after all the research and everything with the different bloodlines, the only reason why these men are in same-sex relationship, it has to do with the Babylon energy. So remember how I told you, once everything comes down, all the holidays, all that shit get revealed. Again, Babylon's main energy that holds it up is Easter, because it has to do with Estra. Okay, which she was nothing but sexual chemistry, and it was no matter how you have sex, you gonna get it whichever way you want to get it. Man can have men with sex with men and whatever, and they was doing rituals and stuff, and these gods and these goddesses got hypnotized to take part of doing certain things that they were not supposed to take part of. So again, if they're gonna do something like this, in, like I said, if it's gonna be it has to be pushed out like a spiritual awakening, where all these masculines go through this spiritual awakening at one time, and when they go through this spiritual awakening at one time, it's gonna be like a light switch. That's the only way I can see. And they don't remember them even having sex with other men. Like, there has to be some. It has to be something. It's gonna be some type of magic that it's like it's something that's getting ready to happen. Okay, Grinder is like a Tinder for bisexual man, gay man, and transgenders. So it is just for men. That's what Grinder account is. So they meet up and hook up with just men for sexual favors, is what I'm hearing. Well, that's what Grinder is, but as far as this Babylon, it has to be so like a sneak attack. Like they're getting ready to do something that these masculines are not going to see, and it's going to be like a sneak attack in order to get them all on the right side of their energy. That's the only way that I can see them doing this shit. That's the only way I can see them doing this shit. I don't know. But somebody has a secret Grindr account. It says a karmic stepbrother. There could be a karmic stepbrother, or you could have a karmic stepbrother that could be a family member that could be involved in any of this. That a child that hates he covered up for the parents. It could be your karmic stepbrother. It says put a finger in the sky if you want it. Come through, J. Cool. Put a finger in the sky if you want it. Yeah, they going down, bro. Look at that. Everything I fucking said. It was a way to sneak attack the masculines and keep them in the wrong side of their motherfucking energy. All that shit gotta come back. I don't know how they... Hey. People might not like me right now, but this is going to allow masculines and women to be able to live regardless of what race you are. And that's the only way that I can see that they're going about making these masculines straights. Because again, if there is more women than they are masculines, these masculines have to become straight in order for us all to motherfucking live. Da-da-da-ding, yeah, bro. It is what it is. My shit, Moses already said his mama, which was a Taurus, told him that Moses, I know who Moses is. Moses the Pharaoh is gay, 100%. And he said when he was younger, his mama was more religious. Okay, his mama was more religious, and she used to always tell him, "You're going to marry somebody, a woman. I see you marrying a woman. I don't care what you say you is. Later on, you're going to marry a woman." So now, since he's grown up since then, been to military, all this stuff, working, having his man, and being predominantly gay, he questions his sexuality because he's like, now that he realizing that he's Moses, he says, so they use me. He says, now I understand why in the Bible they said Moses took the staff of Ra and threw it back to him and said, this shit don't work. Staff, the man's penis. The man's penis. This shit don't work. They gotta run all that shit back, bro. Whew. Some of y'all probably don't even understand what I'm talking about because I'm ancient soul, but I know what the fuck's going on. So I'm sorry if I'm talking in code, but I know what's going on. I know what's going on. Just know what I'm saying. They gotta turn. They gotta give all that shit back. A meal. It says, feels you're smarter than them. So somebody feels that you're smarter than them and divine feminine. Yes, the fuck you are. I got bigger dreams. It says confronting their shadow side. So like I told you, somebody is confronting their shadow side. Or you been a part of confronting your masculine shadow side. Like I said earlier, you was putting them in their motherfucking place. And shit even corrected their sexuality, bro. Like you's a bad bitch, bro. They gotta hand over them motherfucking keys for real, for real. If this shit's supposed to go down the way that they showing me that's getting ready, and they got this 10 of pentacles over here, and they getting ready to rebuild this shit, bro. It's too many hidden crimes about this molestation and shit that's been going on. Probably more molestation crimes than murder in order for them to have to switch and make all this shit, turn this shit around. That's the biggest thing that possibly is catching everybody up. And they made an agreement on that's the biggest thing that's catching everybody up. Wow. It says a woman that dates disabled man for money. So there's a woman that dates disabled man for money. She out of there. It says someone is married to someone else but in love with you. So someone is married to someone else but they're in love with you. So you could have a masculine that's married, or this could be this motherfucking friend over here that could be married and they want to be your man. I feel like we got a big message right here. The masculine sexuality is getting ready to get realigned and readjusted and fixed, bitches. Oh, this shit gonna be great. I don't know how long this shit gonna last, but guess what? They can go ahead and I push the button. I'm going all in. I'm going all in, bro. Push the motherfucking button. Push the button. I'm like Looney Tunes. Didn't they say earlier that this is some Looney Tunes shit? I'm motherfucking Daffy Duck in that motherfucking elevator. Elevator go up. Elevator go down. Elevator go. No. I want to push the button. Push the button. Let me push the button. Yeah, that's me right now. Push the button on this shit. Okay, so let's get this done. Okay, so it says start painting again. That is on your to-do list. Make that a check mark. It says, okay, so there was a hidden crime. Somebody is confronting their shadow side. It says, there's a karmic stepbrother that's involved. Somebody was using sex to get your money. Okay. Feels you're smarter than them. So somebody could feel that you're more smarter than them. It says chose materialistic things over you and got me nowhere. It says a woman that dates disabled men for money. So any of those women or your masculine could have been involved with a woman that dates disabled men for money. And that could have been the way that she was giving your masculine money. They finna get really caught up, bro. That's a double whammy. It says, someone went to jail and didn't say anything. Someone is married to someone else but in love with you. I'm your friend, but I need to put to be, because if I read that shit wrong, I want to be your man, divine feminine. So they said, I'm your friend, but I want to be your man. It could be your own masculine that could have friend zoned you, and now they want to be your man. It says, you make it seem like it's magic. It says, wants to build the 10 of Pentacles with you. It says, I might just need to pick that cup back up. They coming back to get your cup of love. Because they friend zone your ass and they like, fuck that, I want to be your man. It says, been thinking about y'all's past together. Been thinking a lot about y'all's past together. It says, I know I treated you wrong and I can't take it back, because he's going down memory lane, down the past, and he realizing how unfairly you were done in this relationship between you and them. You chose peace over everything, and your masculine is realizing that they chose their darkest side. It says, upset he/she missed a big opportunity with you. It says, now let's get to this crazy shit. Okay. Now this is when the energy getting ready to switch. What's the most important messages from the ancestors? There's an angel on heavy drugs that's not supposed to be on motherfucking heavy drugs. They getting ready to clear that shit up. It says, don't know who gave him/she the STD, because someone has a secret grinder account. So that means they ain't wearing shit when they have sex. This is all Babylon energy that has involved with sexual rituals that started off in Babylon energy, that was a sneak attack on these masculines to make them lay down with same-sex masculines. It says, I like getting head from other men, doesn't go past that divine feminine. So one man is over here, he just likes the head. It says, gave you a masculine that is a very bad person, and your ancestors is acknowledging that. It says, I like to be penetrated from the back, divine feminine. So y'all could have two masculines here that like to have sex with men. And it says, a child hates he/she was covering up for their parents. This is what happens when I think about you. So there's a lot of thinking that's going, next time around, I want to be different. For their parents. Well, that was fun. It's not that many names that I told you. So again, if y'all got any ancestors' names over here that passed away, it could be these ancestors that's giving you messages. So we're ending this reading with 402 in the chat, 262 likes. So the biggest message that I got from this reading, the most important message from your ancestors, that they know that these masculines are moving off of Babylon sex ritual activity that is causing them to sleep with other men that they're getting ready to eliminate. It says Pena, Amel, Marissa, and Minchie. And I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. And I'll see y'all next time.